you go. Done. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man Phil Martin with Marketing by Phil. And listen, today has been a crazy day. But today, I want to give you some of my brilliant tips for sales, marketing, and advertising. All right? So listen, everybody. Today, I want to give you some of the golden rules of marketing and advertising. All right? We have this formula that I designed called PROJECT-20. What is PROJECT-20? PROJECT-20 is a group of rules and exercises that I designed for small business owners and entrepreneurs. So sit tight, let's go. Let me give you a quick lesson. So, all right, everybody knows. So listen, this is some of the classes and courses that I teach us on the PROJECT-20 of being a great marketer, salesman, or advertising. All right. So if you take these notes, apply them to your everyday business practices, you will see a significant change in your bottom line in your business. So now, rule number one for PROJECT-20. If you know me, you know what I always say, right? Rule number one, you must think big, right? Think big. I don't care if you have a 5,000 square foot office building, if you have a 500 square foot office building, you have to think big. Because if you don't think big, you're going to minimize, be in the margin, be in the box, and that's a sad place to be if you're in business. So you have to think big. And this is one thing I tell my students that I train. If your goal is, let's just say, to make that goal 2K, okay? One of the things I exercise is, if my goal is 20K, I'm shooting for 200K. Because if I fall anywhere between 20 and 30, 60, 80, I feel like I'm doing great. I'm not settling for 2. So 10x everything in your life, in your business, and watch how it grows. Think big, think outside the box. All right? Now, PROJECT-20 rule number 2. You need to come up with a plan, man. A solid plan. All right? Come up with a plan. Once you get that plan, like I tell all my students, and I used to tell my son this, by the way, when you get the plan, write it down, man. Write it down, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Write it down. Now, once you write that plan down, then you have to implement project rule number 4, which is execute. Execute that plan. Most people will just sit up, make a plan, don't do anything with it, and it just sit there by the wayside for weeks, for months, and for years. But you call yourself a business owner. You have to execute, all right? Now, project rule number 5. You have to find yourself a really good mentor, right? Find yourself a really good mentor. And let me tell you why. It's very vital to any small business owner or entrepreneur. The reason is, you want to go to that mentor for advice. He or she can give you wisdom, give you knowledge that you have nothing about. You want to find somebody that's on your team who's been there, who's done that. Somebody that's who's been successful and who have failed. That way, they can tell you how to navigate through all the pitfalls, all right? Project rule number 6. You have to take your vision and your dream and make it reality. You have to make it reality, okay? Take your vision and dream and make it reality, okay? You have to really do that. It's very important that you do that, because if you don't, again, you're gonna find yourself trapped in a box in between some margins, and you don't wanna be there in business. You will fail every time, all right? Now, project rule number 7. You have to nurture relationships. Now let me tell you exactly why this is very important, right? If you have prospects, if you have colleagues, potential clients, or potential customers, you want to nurture those relationships because you want repeat business, right? You want that referral at the end of the day, right? So that's what you must do. You have to learn how to cultivate and nurture relationships, whether it's kissing ass or bend it over backwards. If you're in sales or the service business, then you know about nurturing relationships. You have to do that because you want that repeated business. You want that referral at the end of the day, okay? So, project rule number 8. You must be coachable, okay? Now, I don't care how successful you are, you have to be coachable. I have some millionaire clients and they thought that they knew it all because they are successful in their business, but they didn't know the right way to advertise on YouTube and Facebook. That's why they hired me, but they had to be coachable. Listen, quick testimony. I had to be coachable. I thought I knew it all. I sold hundreds of thousands of CDs, made millions of dollars before the internet, right? Thought I knew it all. Got into corporate marketing, I invested a lot of money, a ton of money into a business, went to a training, took a nap on my phone, didn't pay attention. Why? Because I thought I knew it all. I sold hundreds of thousands of CDs, I made millions of dollars without being trained. I did it on my own before social media. I didn't want to be coachable. Then I heard this guy speaking, 24 years old, younger than my son, a little older than my daughter. And I listened to him. And what he was saying, it just connected with me. I videotaped it, went home, applied this training to my then marketing business, and it blew up virtually in 3 months. And to this day, it's on autopilot, and I'm getting paid. But you have to be coachable. You have to have a different mindset. Your mind has to be open into trying different things in business, okay? You can't be scared. You must be coachable, all right? Now, project rule number 9. One of my rich friends told me this a long time ago. I didn't figure it out till later in life, but it was true. You can't get rich working a 9 to 5, okay? You can't get rich working a 9 to 5. It's really virtually impossible. Now, people hit the lotto every day, right? So it's possible that you could get rich still working a 9 to 5. But if you have a thriving business on the side that you've been in for the last 2-3 years, but you're afraid to let go, to just focus on that business full time, you might want to reconsider on getting another career. At some point, you have to, project rule number 10, step out on faith. And listen, I know it's easier said than done. But at some point in your business, you have to step out on faith, okay? Because if you're over here working your 9 to 5, but you have a potential thriving business over here, which one do you think needs more attention for you to really leverage your time and your freedom? It's your business, because it's everything, right? So you have to step out on faith. But when you do, what comes along with that with most people? They're scared, they have fear. But what I've learned is to take that fear and turn it into fire, which is project rule number 11. You turn fear into fire. That simple. If you have a passion for business, this is what you're made for. This is why you're born. You have to take that passion, get that fear, and turn it into fire, man. That's how you do it. Now, project rule number 12 is this. At all times, if you're a marketer, I don't care what anybody tells you, right? If you're in marketing or in sales, you have to do 2 things that's very vital to your success, which is be seen and be heard, okay? Project rule number 13. Be seen and be heard. It's imperative. You must be colorful. You must be loud. There's no more flying under the radar unless you're doing some illegal shit. I don't care who told you that, your uncle, your dad back in the day. Look, it's over 500 million people on social media, right? So you have to make yourself available. You have to be loud. You have to be colorful, be seen, attract attention. Who knows what attention brings? Let me tell you, my friend, money. It does. So don't be afraid to be loud. Don't be afraid to be colorful. Don't be afraid to be seen or be heard. Project rule number 13, be seen and be heard. Now, this one is one of my favorites. Project rule number 14, ladies and gentlemen. You are your brand. And I say that with everything in my heart. You are your brand, right? Your brand is everything. You breathe your brand, you birth your brand. Everything about you is your brand. You have to wear your brand. You have to speak your brand, drive your brand. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. You have to be your brand. Your brand is everything. Let me tell you what one of my $1 million customers told me. He said, Phil, if I hire an employee and they're not an extension of my business, my brand, my name, guess what? I won't hire them. And I looked at him like, man, that's kind of crazy, but I understood it. With my business, I want someone to treat my business as if it was theirs. I don't want to have to micromanage you. I don't want you just here in my office, in my headquarters, saying you're just here for a paycheck. No, 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 not at all. You have to own your brand. You are your brand, point blank, period. All right? Now, project rule number 15. You have to know when to be a shark and when to be a dolphin, okay? All right? Or dolphin. Now let me tell you why. Sharks, they have a pea brain. All they know is a drop of blood is in the water and I'm going to get bad, right? That's fine. But what happens when your ass get harpooned, right? You have to be like a dolphin. Know when to retreat, know when to step back, and step down. Because dolphins retrieve and receive information differently, right? They're trainable, they're coachable. You can teach them how to navigate through the waters, right? But sharks just do one thing. They get that drop of blood in the water and they're gone, man. They're going to get the meats. They want it. Jump, jump, jump. But you will get harpooned if you don't see it coming. So just take my advice on that. You have to know when to be a shark and when to be a dolphin. All right? Now, project rule number 17 is this. You have to know when to start advertising. It's crucial. If you are a small business owner or entrepreneur and you've been in business, let's say 2 years, and you're not advertising on Facebook or YouTube, your business will be shut down in 3 more years. I promise you. You have to start advertising. And it's so cheap. It's cheap right now. You can spend $1.50 or $2 and you can promote different types of content that will get you solid leads. And if you sign up for my course right now, go to Marketing by Phil, sign up for one of my courses, and I'm telling you right now, I'll teach you how my firm generates over 1,000 leads a month. Solid leads, my friend. Now, project rule 16. Another one of my successful business clients told me this. Now, first I'll say this. Rich people, they think different from the rest of it. It is what it is. And really, really, really rich people think differently from the average rich person, right? So one of my really, really rich clients told me this, and I asked them all this. I interviewed so many millionaires, right? And they all have one common denominator when I asked them this question. What is it that you have to do to maintain and to stay extremely successful? And they all said the same thing, which is this. Phil, at some point in your journey of success, you must be selfish. Whoa. Selfish? Well, a lot of my clients are faith-based people and they are natural givers. They say it's nothing about being selfish that's blessing them, and I can understand that practice. And I have a lot of other clients who are really successful and they feel the same way, but they're just successful. The clients over here are really, really successful, and they're the ones who said that you must be you must be selfish in order to be extremely successful. And I'm riding that to the bank, okay? Now, project rule number 17. You must study your competitor. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not cheating. It's staying ahead of the game. You want to be in front of the 8 ball, not behind it, okay? So, the thing is, you must study your competitor. Do you think McDonald's don't know what Burger King does when they change a menu every time? Trust me, they have people who research those things and stand on top of that all day, every day. You have to study your competitors. When we did the Project-20 Make It Happen event, we had over 140 business people there, and it was competitors in the exact same room because they saw what their competitors was doing, where they was going. They bought tickets to the Project-20 Make It Happen event, right? So you must study your competitor, research them, and I tell you this: if you're not studying your competitor, you're gonna lose. It is what it is. You're gonna Project 20 rule number 18. Once you get to a certain level of success, right? Give back. Help somebody else achieve greatness. Become a mentor, right? Be an ear to somebody. Give some wisdom and some knowledge to somebody else. And they're not necessarily your competitors. These are people who are following in your footsteps. And trust me, you will be blessed for helping someone else, all right? Project 20 rule number 19. How to create financial freedom. Now, every marketer and everyone in sales, their definition of financial freedom is different. My definition is this: doing what the hell I want to do, when the hell I want to do it. No boss, I move on my own time. Why? Because I leverage my time and I leverage my money. So whether you're taking or making passive income or residual income, you have to find your niche, right? And you have to find great investments to make. So you have to find financial freedom for you and your family. That's what it's all about. You want to have time for you and your family. Again, you can get one of my courses, subscribe to the tab below, go to the website, Marketing by Phil, and we'll show you exactly how to find financial freedom. Now, project rule number 20 is simple, is to make it happen. Once you apply all these rules to your everyday business practices, watch the bottom line and your personal life even change. It's just that simple. But you have to be open-minded and willing to change your mind and advertise. So, if you apply these exercises and these rules to your everyday business practices, I promise you, you will see a significant change in your bottom line, in your business, and in your life. Just make it happen. Go down to the tab below, marketingbyphil.com, join up for one of our courses, one of our trainings, and let us teach you about sales, marketing, and advertising. It's everything. We're out. Project 20. Catch us online, and we'll see you next time with 5 Minutes with Phil. Peace.
You can love me again.